And welcome back, Clashers, to another episode of Farming in Masters League with your host, Chief Kev. And today I've got some good Dark Elixir raids. We've got a good, we tried to get as much gold and elixir as possible as we went along too. As you see, I do have the go wipe strategy in my army camps, so a little sneak peek as to what's going to be coming next. But anyway, let's go ahead and go up into our attack log and see what we've got. I did do another road trip last night, and just, you know, it gives me plenty of time to farm, just tons of time to farm while I'm on a road trip, so it's great. I'm sorry I can't record all the battles while I'm driving, you know, or riding in the car, but you know, it does give me great time to farm. I wish I could record them all, but anyway, we do get to look at the last 4, which I try to make sure are at least decent raids. You know, sometimes I do. You know, I'm not perfect. Every time I go in to get the loot on a base, I don't always get 3,000-4,000, you know. Sometimes I only walk away with like 1,000, something like that. See right there, there's 1,900, 1,500, 2,600, 1,000, 1,700. But I honestly did get a lot of them that were like 5,000, 3,000, stuff like that. Like, it was pretty good. Anyway, let's go ahead and get in here. I'm not going to talk your head off. Let's see what we got going on. We've got a pretty average Town Hall 10 base. We see this base a lot up here in Master League. It's pretty average. We're going to drop some balloons and a rage spell and some minions to get the elixir and a little couple percentage points. We want them to get in there and get that dark elixir storage, though. That's what we're going after. We have successfully taken that out, so we're going to move on to another section of the base. There's not very many buildings outside of the base, so we're going to have to go pretty far in the base to get some more percentage points. So let me go ahead and get those 5 little buildings right there. You know, those are really good for percentage points. Those you know, they're builders huts because they go down real quick. They're a percentage apiece, so that's 5% right there. So let's drop some. We've got multi-inferno tower. It just took out those balloons so fast. Like, those multi-set inferno towers, they do numbers on these sets of balloons. Because say if you drop 5 or 6, it targets all 5 at one time. So, you know, it's going to take them out in a matter of seconds. So there's not really much you can do. It's good to freeze them sometimes. I do bring freeze spells with me a lot of the time, and I'll go ahead and, like, if I need the resources that are right there under the Inferno Tower, I will drop a freeze spell on it. That way I can go ahead and get my resources, and the Inferno Tower can't do nothing about it. Anyway, we've got 62,000 gold, not much gold there, 169,000 elixir, and 2,743 dark elixir, along with the 400 dark elixir loot bonus. That's over 3,000 raid for dark elixir, so that is great. That is my goal every time, to get at least 3,000 dark elixir or close to it. As long as I get close to 3,000, I'm not mad. Let's go. Really over 250 or 2,500. So we're probably gonna start right there. Drop a couple minions on the free buildings before we start this raid. So that'll be a good idea. Looks like we're coming in for the storage first. Drop a rage spell, drop some minions around the, make a V at the back. That way they'll all come in at the same time. And they'll use that rage spell to get that dark elixir as quick as possible for us. And as you see, the minions from this side that took out the army camps, they came in and are now taking out the elixir unobstructed. There is nothing in their way. We are going to drop a couple balloons, that way the minions can stay up and take out these last couple elixir. These drills and pumps are just full. Well, not the drill. Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get back into that raid. I'm really sorry. I'm such a klutz. You know, the reason that I'm using my cell phone to record is what I have the Chromecast hooked up through. I normally play on a tablet, so it's a lot bigger, and you know, I don't normally do a bunch of misclicks like that. Anyway, we're back at the same spot. We dropped some balloons and minions around this side to pick up these 2 Dark Elixir drills. They're not completely full, but they do have a good bit in there, so we're gonna go ahead and get that. Now we are at 3,100 Dark Elixir that we've gained. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get the 5 extra percentage points for the W, and we'll be out of here. That's all we're looking for. That's usually what, normally I can get the 50% with my balloons and minions, but if I focus too hard on the loot and not percentage, I do have to drop my queen on times like this. Well, apparently the balloon did get it by itself. I know, I think the queen took out 1 building before. Anyway, let her get some gold real quick, and then let's go ahead and end it. There's no more loot right there for us to get, so we did get the 3,000 Dark Elixir, and that's what we came for. So let's go ahead and check out the next raid that we have in line, and this is it. Excuse me. Okay, it looks like this is at Town Hall 10, pretty underdeveloped. His walls are nowhere near where they should be, but his loot is fine. His loot is looking pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and attack him. Drop a free spell on that Inferno Tower, like I was talking about. I wish it would have got that Expo too, but it did not. So, and then some air mines and air bombs came out, so that took out my balloons. Anyway, we're gonna come over here and get this elixir now. They had the gold and the elixir just perfectly segregated like this, so I can get the gold and then follow it up and get the elixir. And then also their gold mines are close to the outside, so I believe we're gonna be able to get a good bit of gold out of this raid, which is awesome. Awesome, because that is really all I really care about in these raids. Well, I care about elixir too, that way I can train the next army, and I don't want to have to buy any elixir to, you know, I just want everything to be self-sufficient. That's the goal. Everything is self-sufficient. It pays for itself, which pays for every upgrade. So, and it needs to not only pay for the upgrades, but for itself, as I say. So, as long as we can do that, you know, we'll be good. We drop the queen. We're going to want her to get this elixir and then go get the archer tower and then follow that up and get the gold. Hopefully we can go ahead and do that. And did we drop her a cloak yet? We're going to drop it right now as she gets the gold. Perfect. We got a lot of the resources out of this base. There is still 3 elixir pumps left, but we did get 260,000 elixir, almost 400,000 gold, and nearly with the 400 loot bonus for Dark Elixir, we've got over 3,000 Dark Elixir. So this has been, with the loot bonus, honestly, we've got 5,000 gold, 360,000 elixir, and 3,300 Dark Elixir and 11 trophies. So this has been a great raid. I couldn't have asked for a better one. It's just great, you know, came with a lot of all the resources, so you can't beat that. You know, I am focusing on Dark Elixir, but I want all the resources. So, I mean, I use them all. I do use elixir for my troops. I do use gold for upgrades, you know, so I need all the resources. I'm not only solely going for Dark Elixir, but that is my main goal. So this base has 5,000 elixir to go, or offered, and the storage is right here. So we are gonna, or no, there's 2 mines right there that are, or drills right there that are full. So we're gonna go ahead and drop, you know, the balloons didn't last long, but it's okay, you know, they didn't even take out the Expo. Not worried about that. I got the Dark Elixir. That's what I was going for. Now we can leave that section alone. We're going to draw these clan castle troops over here to the right and deal with them. It's always best, once you lure the clan castle troops out, to drag them to an area that does not have enemy targets shooting at it. Like, honestly, this is not even a good spot. I'm very close to that air defense, so my dragon could have been hit, but he was not in range, luckily. But I should have dragged him a little farther before I dropped him. That was a little bit risky. I did get away with it, luckily, and now we're going to get this Dark Elixir as the balloons go in and get taken down by the queen right there. That queen is deadly, so deadly. Okay, so we got a lone minion right there getting some loot for us. We're gonna drop some balloons and minions in a V pattern down here at the bottom. Get this loot. What's my lone minion doing? Looks like he went ahead and died. So we are at 43%, 44%. This gold storage, if it goes down, nope, didn't go down. Looks like we're gonna drop our king and our queen to get the rest for us. And the queen is under a lot of fire. The king isn't under that much, so we're going to activate the queen's cloak. And I'm sorry about that, y'all. That was my girlfriend calling me. Apparently I need to pick her up from work, so let's hurry up and end this raid. And that is some good loot, y'all. Look at that. 3,600 dark elixir, good gold, good thing. It's been great, y'all. Till next time, clash on.